Country people, una welcome to Totori News, where una go fit get all the latest news wey dey shele for we Nigeria, Africa and the rest of the world. Make una press the subscribe button and the bell wey dey waka near am for more Totori News. The senior pastor of Dunamis International Gospel Center, Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche and him wife Becky Enenche, dey lead their own protest wey dey tag prophetic prayer walk for Nigeria. This prayer walk hold for Abuja from central area as we see youths dey demonstrate for street against all the plenty wahala wey don face we nation. But the special focus wey dem talk be say na on police brutality and extrajudicial killings. According to the senior pastor, when he dey explain give newsmen, he talk say the reason why they dey carry out this prayer walk no be just to end the special anti-robbery squad (SARS) or police, but also e concern all the plenty wahala wey concern bad governance, welfare and value for human lives. E con also add talk say this prayer walk all the Nigerians no go tire as e be say they dey do am for the success of the nation and also to erase all the plenty national wahala.
NSAS protest like we know is a reaction to what is going on in the land in general, particularly in the regard of extrajudicial killings, and they have evidences of people that have been killed in that regard. And so, for me, that is one aspect of the monumental problem we have in the land. It's NSAS, it is end injustice, it is end oppression, it is end subjugation, end poverty, end hunger, end nepotism, end religionism, end bigotry, end tribalism, and so on and so forth. It's end every evil in the nation. So we are doing that at the same time because this time calls for aggressive intervention spiritually, so that what is happening in the physical does not escalate. I think that when people are grieved and pushed to the wall, they react. And that is what I think the youth are doing. Like I said some time ago, it is not just SARS issues, it's general wahala.
General wahala.
General wahala.
They are reacting to general wahala.
With all this insecurity,
immediate proactive action. Open the ears to listen to what is happening and take actions to arrest the situations immediately. It's not the time to be aggressive. It's not the time to play the ostrich. It's not the time to bully anybody. It is the time to say, you know what, something is wrong and something must be done, and it must be done urgently.
Sir, one question.
Ritual organizations, churches especially, should rise up in prayer, rise up in intercession, and in whatever form they want to take it. Whether it is prayer rally, whether it is prayer walk, whether it is intercessory declarations, anything that we can do as a people now must be done to arrest this ugly situation in our nation.
The Edo state government don impose 24-hour curfew. Decision wey dey carry out na based on all the plenty wahala wey hoodlums dey do for the state, and e include vandalism and attacks on private individuals and institutions. While the government of Edo state talk say dem respect citizens of the country make dem carry out their legitimate human right to protest, but also dem no fit sit down dey watch as hoodlums dey carry law into their hands. Dis directive con concern schools and businesses, as school and businesses go shut down all their activities accordingly. Men of the Nigerian army don take over the street across the country in the name of Operation Crocodile Smile. The Oyo State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) don call on President Muhammadu Buhari make e tell im troops make dem ensure say none of the protesters dey killed or brutalized during their protest. The NUJ make dis call for one of their statements wey dey signed by the state chairman Ademola Babalola and secretary Shola Oladapo, wey dem tell the chief of army staff Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai make e direct im men to exercise caution, like make dem do am jeje and ensure adherence to citizens-friendly rules of engagement. Babalola con also dey remind the soldiers say the ongoing nationwide protest wey dem start as a call for the end of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS) no be just about police reform, but also for them to dey close to leadership position and also make them listen to the call of the citizens of the country. Still on EndSARS matter, police don disperse Abuja protesters with tear gas and brutalize journalists. Despite all the directives wey the Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu don warn against deployment of force for peaceful protesters, policemen still no hear as dem don fire tear gas for EndSARS campaign inside Abuja. The protesters wey march around the busy Kefi Abuja expressway from Karo axis down to the nation's capital, where they pursue them violently by the armed policemen. The police officers wey emerge from under bridge Karo don chase these protesters away with horsewhips as they run for their life for different corner and direction. Meanwhile, the protesters also don shut down all major roads for Abuja, including the Apo Road, causing massive hold-up for those areas. Many vehicles wey comot from those axes too, they don turn back as dem no fit see road wey dem go pass go their place of work. Still on EndSARS matter, business activities and movement don break leg for inside Ibadan as people no gree stop protest. Reports wey reach us from our correspondent tok say major roads at the Orita Challenge axis of the town don block from as early as 5 a.m. this morning. With the roads wey block, e come be say many people no fit go work again and dem no fit use transport. Hoodlum don set police station ablaze following the prison break activity during the day. This one, they talk say no reach 45 minutes after some unidentified men storm White House prison along Sapele Road for Benin, come release prisoners. Hoodlums don report talk say they burn down Ogbekun police station for Benin City. This news they come from the Attorney General of Federation office as they don't receive list of 35 SARS operatives where they okay for dismissal and trial. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami San, don't receive list of 35 operatives for the disbandment of Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS), who they don't recommend for prosecution and outright dismissal from the Nigerian Police Force. This list of indicted SARS operatives, they carry on from the 12 states and Federal Capital Territory inclusive. This one, they hand them over to the AGF of the Federal Ministry of Justice headquarters in Abuja by the team leader, where they call him Human Rights Commission Secretary of the Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, Mr. Tony Ojukwu. Mr. Tony Ojukwu con tell pressmen talk say SARS officers wey dem found guilty of offences range from alleged extrajudicial killings, unlawful arrest and detention, threat and intimidation, unfounded allegations, seizure of properties, as well as illegal blockage of bank accounts of innocent citizens. Their indictments talk say that they prepare this 3-man committee wey go handle the review and advise federal government on implementation and recommendation of the presidential panel for EndSARS reform. Now, so we go take close mouth for today amebo on top Totori news. Make una no forget to press the subscribe button and the bell wey follow am. Until we come on our way next time, una well.